Hello, I'd like to welcome back to Qbeh-1, the Atlas Cube. Last level of World 3, after which we will enter a brand new world. Been playing some Goat Simulator lately. Fun enough game, but it's one of those games that only really is fun to play if you have objectives. The fun is in what it tells you the fun is. But maybe I don't know. Physics games are much more fun when there's a purpose to them. Because how can something be fun if there isn't a build-up at first? If I cause physics objects to randomly bolt around the room, it's a lot more comical if those physics objects aren't supposed to do that and I spent hours meticulously setting it up. Where's the joy in an artificially fabricated environment that basically causes set pieces to explode? Like, Goat Simulator is essentially, from a design perspective, it's the exact opposite of AAA games like Call of Duty, where it's all about the spectacle and the explosions. But those are set pieces. It's supposed to explode like that, and you're supposed to look there. But Goat Simulator is the opposite. Like, Goat Simulator is where you're supposed to cause those explosions and insane events. It's still very set piece, like there isn't anything else happening other than that, so it's interesting. Something to think about. I have a bit of a headache, so I might sound a bit but if I do, don't forget, we're in Qbeh-1. Can I even do anything? Oh, well, I'm stuck here anyway. Gravity cube or no gravity cube, and I can assert that there is a gravity cube, a cube of the gravity. It's always directly behind it, isn't it? I like how it has its own pickup animation. Like, this is... But this is... Even when it's not doing anything. Whoa. Oh. Well, yes, we are here for power cubes. I might want to pull down my blinds, because this is a very dark environment. Oh, I thank you for noticing that I put a little extra stress on the environment. I hear more often than not environment. But when you say environment, everyone just like, hmm? The tiny nuances that make up a language are intricate and detailed. It is befitting that in the auditorium we let our minds explore things that normally we just don't keep ourselves... We don't entertain ourselves with those thoughts. We just let them exist in the back of our heads, subconsciously influencing the way that we think. And this is a pretty neat concept in that we follow this magical thing around using our gravity cube. If I remember, this one does not go back because you can just jack out the block and try again later. I do like the music. I'll let you listen to that for a moment then. Yeah, I'm really digging these instruments. They're very nice. Oh yeah, I think that's where we actually come from next. Which one's the door that we're looking for now? That's an interesting way of having us do things. This time the cube has to be disabled in order to take us where you must go. It's an interesting way to look at things. And we got a broken door, as always. Oh, there we are. So is it just this room that triggers this sound, or is it... Because there's a lot of percussion going on right now, a lot of... But it only triggers as long as we're in environment X. This time, however, we get to keep our gravitational cube a little. I wonder, where this fish might be. Man, this, boogery nose is, not buttering up to me. Oh, I remember this environment. This is, a bit of an interesting one. Remember when I said there's a few places where we get two? Well, here's two. There's no real reason to ever have more than one, except if you need an extended environment in which anti-gravity is available. I don't know why it's called why it's actually just low gravity. But very commonly I hear the statement anti-gravity being used. And it makes sense. Because it could just be that it is an anti-gravity field. Like, it causes the effects to reverse. But it can only do it to such an extent. Like, we can't accurately denote it. Like, it doesn't fully undo gravity. It just severely weakens it. And it does so to such an extent that it allows us to jump higher. But then wouldn't it also, like, destroy the environment? Because isn't it like a big sciencey thing that if gravity ever decided to screw around and not play by his own rules, that everything just falls apart? I don't know, I guess that local gravity, like, it is a limited field. And whenever something is a limited field like that, it either A, implies that it is the technology isn't perfected, and they just can't make it bigger without having its effect. Or it's just weak, and it likely just is weak. Yeah, it's this environment that causes the percussions to take place. So it's just that the cube cannot procure the energy required to A, fully undo the effects of gravity, and B, affect a large enough area that it can do severe damage. Or maybe it's the anti-gravity cubes that cause all this. Like, maybe the reason everything fell apart and the reason we find the anti-gravity cube in the vault is that they started to tear things apart. Because whenever you put these down, they automatically spring their fields, except when you find them on the floor. Mysteriously, they are inert. They are inactive when they are found lying about. And that gives that strong inkling that maybe the gravity cubes are the true danger. This token, again, not a very strong one. But yeah, you gotta do something, I guess. Because I think that the odds are you'll take the right one and that one's blocked off, and that's pretty cool. Or maybe it just entices you to look around more. And here we find a power master cube, but no way to use it. There's the portal. A bit of a throne room-ish shape. I really like that. Yeah, but what if the gravity cubes are just a consequence They are sort of destabilized master cubes of sorts. Like, every cube is just a mutation of another cube. They are all versions of each other. And when a master cube eventually reaches a depleted state, it turns into this monsterful thing that just tears the world apart bit by bit. And that by sealing them in vaults, can they reduce the effects of a cube enough. Or maybe they're used in the opposite trend. I do like how this one's blocked off. What if the power master cubes are the destructive ones, and that the gravity cubes are simply used to keep things together, and when they project their field, they lose that ability, and everything starts slowly crumbling? It's always nice to give a little bit of thought. I do like how particles go out of this. And there's a reason that we see all these leaves. And why it's all windy and blowing. Because we have unlocked World 4. Neat, over there. Let's have a little bit of a sneak peek. Oh, look at that. That's a very nice flat surface. Air Estate. Air Estate. I guess that auditorium was for an audit with the Master Cube or the portal, I guess. Like, maybe great beings could come from it. Or something. But they could only do it for a limited amount of time, because if they were ever severed from their portal, it would be their undoing. Yeah, this looks like an estate. Of some description. And, as I said, in this world, fans are a thing. Now, you can see we can't go through the fan, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of a hint. It's a very sneaky little hint. This is also the place where I might need to start looking things up again. Because, yeah. Basically what you just learned is that cubes can block things. You know what? This is probably one of those tokens that baffled me the... I'm not getting the dry shoes achievement. Not that I was going for it, but if I could get it, I can't anymore. Here we say a powered down fan, and fans take a bit to turn on. Like, it shows little windy things, it isn't actually on yet. This token will take you a while, because there is no way to see this token otherwise. Where's the damn thing? There is a token here. There it is. This token... I guess it's visible through that little nook? But it's such a sneaky little corner that you wouldn't... I guess it's a test. But I'll see you guys next time. And hopefully, you all have a nice, Monday.